My name is Val. I play bass and I sometimes manage the band.
I'm Miguel. I play drums. That's pretty much all I do in the band. Sometimes I manage the funds. Sometimes.
What funds?
Yeah, we're in the negatives.
And I'm Anthony. I play the guitar. And sometimes I write the songs.
Sharon and I met through a mutual friend at like a Thanksgiving type of party, and I had already listened to her music via through Spotify because her friends would always post her on Twitter. But prior to that, you'll probably get this from her, but Sharon played like as a solo project for like the first 2 years, and it wasn't until last year where like the band kind of formed. So I was like, oh, I play bass, let me join the band. I only owned a bass. I hadn't touched it in like a while. And then Anthony, right over here, the other guitarist on this side, we were marching band together. We played trumpet together. We used to talk about Chili Peppers all the time. So our current guitarist, he's our lead, Abraham. Shaden saw him performing on someone's Instagram story, like some like Disneyland jazz gig. She swiped up, and that's how we got our new guitarist. And then Miguel right here, he was my friend's 2020 Tinder match.
One of the new songs, like more of the newer songs, I feel like Anthony was inspired by Spanish rock. And it's super evident. Yeah, really good. What do you think?
Yeah, I see a lot of hombres here right now.
Yeah.
A lot of enanitos verdes. That's what's like really on my brain. I don't know. I was listening to a lot of like those like Spanish rock, like love songs. Those things, a lot of like 80s style with a lot of like reverb and chorus.
I think if anything, not necessarily like my playing style or anything, but I like something more bouncy and like flowy and whimsical compared to just like a straight kind of like bass sound. And I think that just comes from like 60s French pop and like orchestral music, Baroque pop kind of genre. Yeah.
Il est 7h du matin, faut se réveiller. Oh, j'ai sommeil.
We started off with the songs that the singer had written already, and they were already on like Spotify. It was her first time playing with a band. We kind of just tried to amplify it, make it like live sound, and kind of find a tone that we all kind of agreed on. And it was tough. There was a lot of arguing at first because nobody could really agree on the sound.
Yeah.
This is the slow part.
I don't want to say it's a puzzle, but it's more like a chronological order in a sense. So for example, they'll bring a riff or something, and then maybe like a bass line or something, and then I'll just add drums to it, and basically it'll line up into a song most of the time. Like he had already mentioned, a lot of the songs were already made, so a lot of that it was just me trying to sort of copy what that song was already doing, so that was pretty easy.
Speed it up a little bit.
definitely changed now that we don't have, now that we have like new material to work on. It's not always just like piecing together what was already there and kind of just making it more whole. Now it's more like, I think I've noticed it's more like someone brings an idea. It mainly does come from Anthony or Shadin. They'll come up with an idea and it kind of just builds on practice. Sometimes, as annoying as it is, sometimes we'll have Anthony or Miguel or just like, or Abraham just like riffing, and it's just like, come on guys, you're trying to practice, but it ends up coming up with like something pretty cool, and it ends up being like an idea that like we could like grow on during practice, and we get off tension and kind of just like flows out of us.
Alternates.
As for my contribution, for the most part, I kind of just play what's written for me, and then I'll just try and shape it in, or like have the essence of what I draw inspiration from, or like I'll add like different like flares to it. But for the most part, they're helping me out with the writing.
No,
Wait.
no.
I was doing
Yeah, that's right.
A string?
Yeah, that one. So, for like the initial scratch tracks, we kind of all just play together, and we'll have Miguel mic'd up on his drums. So he'll keep time with a metronome, and we'll play it to his beat, and it'll be kind of rough. But he has our tracks, which we're recording, so when he's recording his actual drum tracks, he's got us in his ears, and we don't really have to be here, so he can keep doing it as much as he wants. And after that, we all just start coming in individually and recording our parts to his drums. That way, we can get it as clear as possible and as clean as we like it, without annoying everybody else and doing it over and over again.
We'll have the metronomes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, metronomes and the drums, because we're counting on him to keep that beat.
It's hard. Yeah. It's not as easy as it sounds.
So when it comes down to it, it's us trying to piece each other's schedules together to actually make it happen as well, especially because it's at least like a few days long process if we're being realistic of putting one out, like song alone. Just because there's 5 of us, there's a lot to record.
So there's like a lot of songs that we've like written and we play them live, but we got like 1 or 2 that are like barely being recorded. So
I feel like the reason recording just takes so long for us is because I feel like the stuff we put out, it should have come from the heart, you know? Like, we don't want to be a band where we're releasing a single like every month or so, and it just gets stale, you know? We want to, whatever we put out, we want to like it personally, and we want everyone else to like it because it's for them, not for the purposes of trying to get big, you know? We don't really take that into account. We just want to make good music.